Welcome back to the final part of this video, where we are in Menorca, Lima Echo Mama Hotel, and we are situated on the island of Menorca. So once again, everything just like the early part of this video and the middle part of this video, Orbex Global Base, Orbex Vector, Rex Airports HD, P3D default sort of buildings, and the weather engine is what we see. And frames are perfectly fine with this. This is, you know, adequate to fly. This is adequate to see. It's like, why would you want to get Balearic Professional if this looks so good like this? Well, let's find out. Again, apologies for the stuttering. It's because I'm recording. It's nothing to do with my machine or the software. It does not happen when I'm not recording, but it's a small price to pay. Right, let's get this sucker in the air and check out what we can see. I don't think I took off the flaps then. So the airport, again, barren, very bare bones. Nice buildings though. Rex Airports HD. Ooh, hello. We're going down then. Buildings here are P3D default, which just look fine, look very nice. The mesh on the floor, the tiling on the floor, is Orbex Global Base, and at higher altitudes it looks fine. In fact, even at this low altitude it looks fine. We're only at 600 feet and it still looks acceptable, very sharp. Very flat land, I must say, compared to the other two. There's not many hills in on this island. This is the third island in a string in the sort of Mediterranean. Very popular with holiday resorts, and just very nice basically. So basically what I'm going to do is I'm going to go away now. I'm going to install Balearic Professional bundle, which I believe is from Aerosoft. It's you get the 3 islands in the one bundle, and I've got the professional bundle. There's 2 bundles available. One is, it's called Evolution X, and it was the first one that came out, and it basically replaces the 3 islands completely. Gives you new mesh, gives you new texturing, gives you new buildings, new airports, everything brand new. And then when P3D version 4 came out, more importantly 4.2 I believe it was, they upgraded it and brought out the professional bundle, which brings in even more realism and immersiveness to the sim. I think this time we're going to head down to that shoreline and check out what the shoreline looks like in the vid at 2,000 feet. And that's the one that I've got. I got the Evolution X1, never really flew it, and then I got the professional bundle. So as I'm going through and installing everything back into my sim, I think it's important to check it out. Some reason is that mixture working yet? Flaps are up. Okay. So yeah, approaching up the 2,000 mark. You know, these Orbex Global Base textures look absolutely fine. It's just where they're placed kind of looks random and is disconjointed a little bit. But that's nothing to do with Orbex, because Orbex hasn't put any land class data for this here. They've just put in the textures and the road and coastline placements, and that's it really. It's the land class, the open land class information, which basically tells where everything is going to go, and it says this field sits next to that road and this forest sit next to that field, and without that it's left to P3D to decide. And the P3D, if it's doing the entire world, it's only going to do it okay. It ain't going to do it well. So that's what it is. So here we are at 2,000 feet now, and textures look beautiful. Textures look great. There's the airport we took off from. Stands out like a sore thumb with the just the blank texturing. But on the upshot, lovely looking coastline here. The waters always look good. They're supplied by somebody else, and that's basically it. So thank you for watching this video. What I'm going to do is I'm going to go away and I'm going to install the software now, and when we come back in the second video, we will fly the exact same 3 routes we just done, Ibiza, Mallorca and Menorca, and we will see how much it changes. Now sadly, gone are the days of me being able to place the previous video in the corner here. It's just because I'm updating the sim so much. Computer, as you can tell, it's jittery because I'm recording, can't take it when I play a video as on top of that. So sadly we can't see the difference live, but you can do the same if you watch the next video and then have this one like on your phone or something, because I will fly the same route in all 3 videos. So you can literally have your phone and then watch the video on the computer, and then you'll be able to see the difference basically, and see how this airport sticks out like a big sore thumb. Okay, so I'm just going to land this puppy now if I can. I really wasn't planning on it, that's why my approach is way off. And thanks for watching the video, guys. I shall see you on the other side. Hello, welcome back to the final end of this video. We are on the taxiway of Menorca, and whenever I'm on the taxiway everything seems so smooth. I don't think anything's been loaded, that's probably why. Right, so oh hello, bit of a dark cloud on the horizon there. Let's quickly jump into this plane here then, and let's take off and see what it looks like from the air. It always puts me on the taxiway for some reason. I think Aerosoft also changes the AFCAD files. I don't know if that causes any conflicts with anything else, but it does definitely change it. Ooh, a little bit of Tokyo drift in there. It definitely changes it, which is why I end up on the taxiway instead of being placed on the runway. That's never a problem, to be honest, because if I was doing a flight from here, I'd be at the gate or terminal of the airport, which I would then say in the sim settings. But it's just for the purposes of this video that we've been placed differently. Airport looks a lot better, more bustling again, more planes, more of everything really. I don't even think my flaps were up. My flaps were up and I took off with no flaps set. Oh my gosh, such a bad pilot. Right, yeah, I think very close to what Rex gives us, to be honest. In fact, so is the runway, I must say. Not much of an update. I do recognize a difference though, because we didn't have these markings or this blue bit, and the plane and the vehicles are there. We didn't have all that before, so I know that there has been a change. So let's I think we again turn to the left here, and we need to climb towards the sea, because I think we went over the coastline to check out the coastline. So as soon as I get up to 2,000 feet, we shall see what everything looks like. I mean, to be honest, all these three islands very much look the same. They have sort of a similar layout of the like the texturing looks very similar, you know. Although this one looks a bit more drier, I would say, than the other two did. The coastlines already have more detail. There are more trees, there were more buildings than there was before. Oh, look at that cloud up there. My gosh, wouldn't want to fly through that. I think overall I'm happy with the results, and as soon as I get these stutters fixed, which to be honest these stutters don't appear when I'm not filming, so, but I do think it is got the settings a bit too high. I think it's generating a bit, really pushing the graphics card and the CPU here to generate all this. So I think I do need to tone down a couple of settings just to make it a little bit smoother. But other than that, I think it's a great job, really. Aerosoft guys, I mean, I love the photoreal textures. I have, although if I, you know, little nitpick to be honest, which is, it's not a problem and it's not a nitpick, but these textures are good and they're fine. But I've seen freeware ones that actually look better, but these ones look good. It could be my sim actually, who knows, but I do like it. And look, it adds all the terrain mesh as well to a bit more realistic sort of coastline here now. It's just, it looks a lot better, you know. Yeah, let's do a quick flyover towards the airport, because I believe we landed at the airport on the last video, so we will try do that now. Another thing I do as well, which maybe I shouldn't do, maybe that's messing up the sim as well, is for the purposes of recording a video only. Because when I use P3D, the software, and the recording stuff, it's very heavy intensive on the settings, or on the computer, sorry. So what I tend to do is I take my recording software, which is OBS, and I put it in Task Manager. I take the priority of its CPU, sort of what it takes from the CPU, and put it above normal, and therefore there's no stutters from the software, because I did notice that the software was stuttering the video when I wasn't getting any stutters in the sim, which was weird. So I put it in above normal in the priority, but then it made the sim very sort of weaker. So I put that at high in the priority. Now I don't know if that messes up the sim, or if that is what's causing these stutters. In the next video, for both of them, I will not change the sim's level of priority. I will keep it the same. So we will find out if that is the cause or not. I have seen people say that, you know, if you put the priority and change the priority of the sim in your system and remove a few processes that don't need to be running, the sim runs a lot smoother, your computer runs a lot smoother. I've disabled all the special effects for my computer, so it's a bare bones Windows 10. I've made sure that no fancy flary animations are going on, but I don't know if maybe that's had a negative effect as well on the sim. Maybe I need to change that back and let Windows decide what's best for smooth frames. Who knows? So let's land this sucker, or try to anyway. I mean, not coming in on a nice approach here, but when do I ever? It's more about the scenery, and I think the scenery does look great, does look fantastic. In the right lighting, this could look really good. We are just gonna basically nosedive this sucker now, I think. Full flaps. Let's just go for it, man. Let's just see if we can. Wow, yeah. Let's get the speed up. In fact, let's aim for the airport. Let's just land this sucker completely unprofessionally. It's probably the only time I'll ever do this in my life. And let's just land and literally land towards the airport, straight onto the gate, you know. Just completely ignore the scenery and just land, you know. Yes, Tower, we've got a illegal incursion coming into the airport, landing on the taxiway. There we go. Straight towards the tower. Don't mind me. I just live here. Right. So there we go. That's Balearic Islands professional scenery installed into the sim now. Ooh, a little bit of grass here. Lovely. Let's head towards that plane, actually. Texturing of the all this here looks very nice. I do like that. The airport terminals. Look at all that glass and all them reflections. That's probably what's causing a bit of a performance impact. To be honest, they might even be just built into the texturing of the buildings itself. It might not even be the sim doing them reflections. I think that's just built into the texture itself. It's quite a busy airport. Everything's moving around. Again, there's an option to turn off all this stuff here. You can turn off the vehicles roaming around. You can have less vehicles roaming around within the sim just by literally turning down your density sliders and stuff like that. So, there we go. Menorca. Thank you very much. So, in the next video, we're going to head over to Italy. And we're going to be going to Genoa and seeing what the effect has at its Lima Indigo Mike, is it? I need to learn my alphabet. I did know it, but I forgot a lot of it now. And J for Java, I'm going to say. I know it's not, but anyway. LIMJ. We're going to head over to Genoa, to that airport, and we're going to see a before and an after in the same video. First time we've done that. Same video, we're going to, first half of it is going to be the before, second half of that video is going to be the after. So thanks for watching this, guys. I really appreciate it. Again, if there's anywhere you want me to fly in the C152, let me know. I will soon be installing a new airplane into the sim, and we will be using that airplane to go from airport to airport, seeing what the sceneries finally do when they're all put together, which is very exciting. I can't wait to see what Mega Scenery and sort of Aerosoft scenery and Dream Team scenery, how they all kind of look together from a very high altitude up in the sky. So thanks for watching, take care, and I'll see you in the skies next time, guys. Bye.